Okay, we have an interesting review today. So I got a call this morning from my friend Milan. You guys remember Milan? He owns Prevail Gym, and one of the first reviews I ever did was picking up his S6, and I'll try to put up a thing, annotation I think it's called, up here. You guys can check it out. There he is, Naila, Milan. So Milan, you guys, he owns Prevail Boxing. That's where me, Alejandro, Milan, well, I already knew you, but that's where we met.
That's where we all became close friends,
okay.
yeah.
What cars are we here to see?
We're here to see the S6.
Okay.
Maybe the RS3.
Ooh, okay, which is right there. Beach. I'll review his S6. We'll learn how to do this stuff, and let's go. Okay, so we're here with Milan. I found Milan. By the way, what year anniversary Prevail Beach Day is this? Fourth?
Fifth or sixth?
Fifth or sixth.
I get punched in the head a lot, so.
Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, Milan, I completely had forgotten when you called me this morning.
Okay.
And I had plans today to go shoot like 1 or 2 cars, like reviews, because I got all this new equipment and stuff.
Cool.
So I thought, hey, I helped you get an S6. We're at the beach.
Yeah.
Is there any way I could review your car today?
Of course.
Okay, great. Now, one thing. Did you know your car has launch control?
I did know.
Sorry, I just want to make sure the audio is on. All that. Sorry. Okay. Do you know about the launch control?
I haven't used it.
Okay, hold on. Here's the thing I've read. Okay.
Okay.
Internally, the ECU, the computer, apparently only allows 200 launch controls.
Right.
After 200, it's locked out.
Right.
So I'm gonna speak on behalf of everyone watching here. Can we try to execute 1 launch control today? Just 1?
We'll see.
How about this? If you don't want, how about this? You could execute it. How about that? What do you think about that? Because the thing is, part of the review is I do have to take it around the block. We don't go more than like 50, 60. We just do like a pull, like a first gear.
Yeah.
I do a realistic Los Angeles car review.
So right? 0 to 20.
0 to 20.
All right.
It is. But why don't you think about the launch control?
Okay.
Because the way I want to do this review is at the end of it, I want to ask you about the car. And so if we want to execute it then, we'll do it then.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. But please drink a little. Actually, no, don't drink because you might have to do the launch control, or drink and I'll do the launch control. Okay. So may I have the keys?
Take care of my baby.
You guys heard? Okay. Any rules? Anything we can't do?
Just don't be an ass.
Okay, we won't be an ass. Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Okay. This review is a little more labor intensive than I thought. So he's parked it on the street. We're here by the. Oh, you can't see the parking, but there's like a huge, massive parking here. I think one of the reasons he didn't park in there is because he thought it would be packed and he didn't want anyone to ding it up. But I found a spot where there's no one there. So let's find his car. It's on the street, and let's park it in a nice place and we'll start the review. And I gotta pay for parking, of course. Okay, so we found the car, but Milan, you're parking in the loading zone. But it's okay because it's Sunday. All right, let's go. We gotta pay for his parking. We're gonna take it back to the lot, and then we'll start the review from there. Okay, we'll just do a quick. This has a very special exhaust. I want you guys to hear it. Let's just see if we can hear it, and then we'll get more in depth into it. I don't know if the audio, I don't know if this mic picked up that exhaust, but we'll get into it. All right, let's go to the parking. Okay, so we got our spot, and this is it. This is Milan's car. It's a 2018 Audi S6 Quattro. So let's go into the different generations of this car. So the first generation was based on the C4. Those chassis were the C4. It went from 1994 to 1997. Now here's the interesting thing. Back then in the mid 90s, it was called the Audi 100, okay? And they rebranded that car as the A6. And at the time, they already had an S4. They made some revisions to it and renamed it the S6. Now, the A4 name later was used for its own model and own line of cars. And that first S6 was called the S6, referred to as the, my German's not really good, but it's the Erpenglitch, which means original, so the original A6. Now, it had a 2.2 liter turbo 5-cylinder that was making 227 horsepower with 240 pound-feet of torque, had 0 to 60 in 6.7 seconds, and interestingly, at the time back then, they had an option for a 4.2 liter V8 that made 286 horsepower. Then the second generation S6 was based on the C5 chassis, which was from 1999 to 2003, called the S6 Quattro. That was the official name of that car, the S6 Quattro. And in North America, in the US, we only got the station wagon, which was called the Avant, which, by the way, I love that name, Avant. Like, you don't call it a wagon, you call it Avant. Like, hey, there's that mom with her Avant. So that car had a 4.2 liter 40 valve V8 that was making 335 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque, and did 0 to 60 in 5.7 seconds. The third generation S6 was based on the C6 chassis, which went from 2006 to 2011, and that had a big boy engine. That had the 5.2 liter 40 valve V10, and that engine was in the Gallardo. It was in the A8, I believe. So that V10 was making 429 horsepower with 398 pound-feet of torque, and it had a 0 to 60 of 5.2 seconds, which leads us to this, the fourth generation and most current generation of the S6, except for the new one that's coming out in 2020, and we'll talk about that. So this one's got the new corporate 4-liter twin-turbo V8 with a 7-speed dual clutch. Okay, now this makes 450 horsepower with 406 pound-feet of torque. Does 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds on paper. Now I'm saying that on paper because there's some controversy to this, and you guys recall that I asked Milan about the launch control, and apparently if you can get launch control, if everything's right, on a good day, these hit 3.5, 0 to 60. 0 to 60, 3.5 for this thing. That's incredible. So hopefully we can try to dip below 4 seconds today. Another interesting thing about this engine is that 406 pound-feet of torque is available from 1,400 to 5,700. Basically off idle, you have all the torque you need basically up to redline, which is pretty amazing. And by the way, I just drove for like 10, 15 miles an hour, and I can feel there's some power behind that. Now, this is the engine that they use in the A8, S8, RS7. Is there an S7? Yeah, I think there's an S7, the Bentley Continental, and the Flying Spur. This has the Quattro all-wheel drive. Now, it's interesting that we're talking about this car and reviewing this car because, and we'll get into this a little bit later, and we'll ask Milan's opinion on this, but the 2020, the new S6, no more V8, my friend. It is a 2.9 liter V6. All right, we'll get into it when we get into all the car stuff. And the way I want to do these, reviews is basically go based off, you know, how it's configured, all the options, based on the window sticker. If we don't have the window sticker, we'll try to put everything together on our own. So the base car, you get two options for a base car. You get the premium package, which is $71,900, and then there's a prestige package for $74,400. I believe this has the prestige package. So we're starting off at $74,400. Now I can't tell. There's two black options. Okay, one is called Brilliant Black, and the other one is Mythos Black Metallic for $575. Now I can't, by the way guys, I don't have the video skills yet to do that, but I don't see any like metallic flakes into this, which I'm gonna assume this is just a regular black paint. All right, the wheels, you get two options on those. You got the 20-inch 5 parallel spoke S design, which this is, and there's another option for the black optic package, which basically blacks it out, but he didn't have that. So he's got the regular 20-inch. Let me just see if this is in fact 20. Yeah, he's got the 20s. And what's the tire? He's got the Pirelli P0. That's a great tire. Okay, so you get two seat options. So one of them is the comfort seat, which has the cooling, heating, and the massage function for $1,850. This one is the S Sport front seats, and this thing is incredible. We'll do some more detailed shots of this later, but this one's $1,250. I believe Recaro makes this. I read somewhere, I think these are Recaro seats, and this color combo is called the Eris Red with granite gray stitching. Next part is the cold weather package, which gives you the rear gives you, it should be rear heated seats, unless this doesn't have it. Okay, so this doesn't have the cold weather package. A driver assistance, $2,000. That's gonna be the lane assist, adaptive cruise control, pre-sense, and high beam assist. So $2,000 for the driver's assist program, which I think is a great package. Okay, the next package is the S Sport package, which is the Audi dynamic steering. I remember when we were at the dealership, we were talking about that. But again, here's my thing. I don't think this is a mechanical thing. I think this is software that you're paying for because it's an electric steering. It's not hydraulic. And again, so you got to pay a little money to get an engineer to adjust that for you. It's got a Quattro Sport rear differential. It's got front and red brake calipers that are red. So let's see. Okay, so for sure this has the S Sport package. So you see the caliper there. You see the caliper there. By the way, these disc brakes are humongous. Look at that. Okay, so that's that. Okay, and it comes with a sport exhaust, but this is a very special car, and I think a very rare car. So when we were looking at the cars, he loved this one, but this had a really expensive option, which is, it's got an Akrapovic, and I hope I'm saying that right, an Akrapovic exhaust system. This is a titanium exhaust system. Now this was on the window sticker. Like, this is a factory installed option. I was actually looking it up today, doing some research. So it's a titanium exhaust that's 17 pounds lighter than the stock exhaust. Now, here's the thing. I don't remember exactly. Milan doesn't remember either, but I think this was an $11,000 option, which is very, very expensive, but it is an incredible exhaust. One thought I had is maybe losing 17 pounds and making up for it, and I don't know, but 10,000 is a lot of money, but I think I think this is one of the greatest things he enjoys about the car. It really, really elevates the car. This has got a nice beefy lever here. Look at this, look how big that is. Look, boop. First thing, I love Audis for this. It's very simple. The lever's right here. No fuss, no, but like right here. Beep, boop, beep. Okay. Oh, I gotta tell you that's pretty beautiful. This is a very beautiful engine. I love how this intake, right? Is that the intake? Yeah. I love how the plumbing on the intake is. As you can see, it's very tight. Okay, here we go. I don't even see, like, where's a dipstick? Like, I don't even know how you would check the oil on this. Let's see. Achtung. So as I was telling you guys, this is a 4-liter twin turbo V8 with a 7-speed dual clutch and the Quattro. Like I said, it's got 450 horsepower. The original, this generation of S6, I believe when they came out, they had 420, and then they increased it to 450. Now, here's the thing, guys. This is gone. Bye-bye. This V8, this car here, we're not going to see this again. They're popping in a little puny little V6 into this. Now, the thing is, the V6 is getting equal power and about 30 pound-feet of torque more, and most likely it weighs tremendously less, and it's like a mild hybrid setup. What do you guys think? I think it's kind of a shame not to put a V8 into this thing, but if that mild hybrid, if it's got that boost in the beginning to compensate for the lack of torque offline, to compensate for any kind of turbo lag, if that gets going and it's got similar kind of numbers as this, then I think that's great. But I don't know. I don't know if a V6 can carry such a big car on its own and have the S6 name. We'll have to see. We'll see what Milan's take on this. Is also. All right, let's go look at the interior. Something else I just noticed. Look at this Audi engineering. Look, 3 points at which the hood. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. 3 points at the hood. I wonder why they did that. Was this so that they had problems, these were popping off, they're going so fast, or they just felt like they needed more support? But I'm all for it. I'm all for the support. By the way, door feels great. This handle feels great. The thump sound is great. Great build quality. Okay, let's go into this. Ooh. By the way, I don't have the photo skills for this, but can you see the details in this? The carbon fiber, there's actually red, black, and gray weaves in there. Can you see that? That's incredible. And look, another thing I like is they did a good job of matching the plastic to the leather. Your eye doesn't see a contrast. That's really good. So we got Alcantara here, design selection. I think that's when you get the sports seats. You get this. And by the way, it's an Audi, so you know that everything feels great. Everything to the touch. What is that? Oh, I think that's the lane assist, I believe. Okay. Okay, another interesting thing here is if you know the rear lock for the windows, locks, and all that kind of stuff, you could individually do it for the kid. If you have one kid that's too young, he needs a little supervision, boop, boop, boop. If you have one kid who's all grown up, you let him go. Or if they're both messing up, beep, beep, beep. Okay. Let's see, what else? By the way, what year is this? Yeah, this is a 2018. All right, let's get in. Okay. Look at this steering wheel. Steering wheel is incredible. It feels really good. It's got the flat bottom here. It's got the S6. Actually, there's not a lot of places that say S6 on the car. Okay, look at the it's here. Let me do a little zoom. Bloop. You got the S6 right there. You got the speedometer there, and in the center there's a screen. It's not the greatest screen, but there is a screen there. You got the basic stuff here. You got all the lights here. You got the chrome kind of plated gas, brake, and footrest. Like I said, here's the cruise control stuff. Controls your distance and all that. The start button's right here. You see that? Boop, boop, boop. Foot on the brake. By the way, I love when cars have this, where it lets you know, like, all right, man, we're not ready to go yet. Oh, hold on, I gotta put the AC down. Here's something I don't like. Oh, actually, here's a cool thing and not a cool thing. You could actually adjust the fan speed on this side and that side. I don't think I've seen. I'm trying to think. Do cars do that or not? That's actually rare that you could have different fan speeds on each side. So let's go down to 1. But what I don't like is there's no buttons dedicated to it. You have to push the button to go into that. But regardless, there's 1. I hope the audio is not too bad, but I don't want to die in here. You know what? I forgot to research what that is. I think you could like unlock the car with your phone. Only an Android, not an Apple kind of thing. I love that. Like, I love anything mechanical that comes out, pops out. And I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, that's gonna break over time, but hey, you know what? It is what it is. Okay, so you got that. You got the MMI stuff. You got, I think this is some kind of pen pad thing with your finger. Let's see. I don't want to go too much into his stuff. We got the armrest here. Whoa. We got the auxiliary and the cables. Auxiliary and cables there. Again, you could see the incredible detail in the carbon fiber trim. Very happy that it has one of these. This feels great to the touch. So you go down to the D. Now I just don't know, how do you activate the S? That's M, that's D. Oh, is that S? Oh, there you go. Okay. So okay, start that again. You go down to D. So you're in regular D, and then you shift down, and now you're in DS. But if you go this way, you're in manual mode, and then you could up and down like that. Okay, it's got the paddle shifters here. These are magnesium, so beep beep beep, boop boop boop. Okay, there's that. What else is there to show you guys? Oh, look. By the way, we should just leave these on. Someone's gonna be pissed in the back, like the person on the passenger side. Like, why can't I? Okay, so that, I don't know if that's back all the way, but that's Milan's natural seating. And Milan's actually tall too. He's like 6'1", 6'2", something like that. So let's see if I could fit here if Milan was here. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Actually, you know what? It's interesting. You see these cutouts? They're perfectly suited here. Okay. It's perfectly, all right, I'm gonna flip the camera to see if you guys can see here. Hold on. Okay, can you see? Boop, 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 boop. It's not bad. This is it. I can't go past this, but you can put You can put 2 6'4" guys in here and they'd be okay. I love anytime a car has rear AC controls like this. I think that's awesome. So you control all that. That looks very cool, very high quality looking. Okay. I'm not sure who still smokes and why you need one in the back, but it sure has there. Why in today's time and age, why do you think this is it? Could it be for like another market, like Chinese market or something? But like none of us smoke here. Okay, I got design selection here. Got the seats here. Okay. So it also has a trick air suspension. So if you see here, okay, you see right there it says raise. You can actually raise and lower the car, and also the comfort, auto, dynamic. That's where you should have it. But let's go. I'm gonna set the camera up. Let's see how much it lifts and raises. I love when I see that. How ridiculous do I look? But I think this is going to improve the driving shots. So let's go. You see, I think the car is warmed up. Let's go into, I think we're in an S, right? This is good, right? Man, this looks ridiculous. This thing is a beast. By the way, when you hey Milan, are you leaving? Okay. I literally was about to go drive your car, but I could do that another time. I was literally about to go drive your car, like for the driving stuff, but I could do that at another time. Like, okay, Milan. I totally messed this day up. I didn't spend 1 minute with you at the party. I'm sorry. I didn't finish the review. I literally put on my head GoPro. Okay. To go out for a drive. Yeah. And then you had to leave. But technically, you did say from sunrise to sundown or something like that, or from sunset to something.
Oh, Prevail's still there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna go this way. Okay. So I still need to do the beauty shots and driving shots, and we still need to do a launch control. So. I know you're a busy dude, but later in the week, can we?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Milan. And here she is. Okay, so this is the longest review ever. So it's now Thursday because I didn't plan it ahead of time. I didn't have enough time to do it on Sunday. Yep. And now it's, what time is it? It's
5:25.
It's 5:25. You have a hard out at
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. Okay. I had all these things planned today. I brought all my equipment. I can't do any of them. There's one thing we have to do, okay? And it's going to be part of the clickbait. We have to execute a launch control. Now, here's the first question. These are serious questions.
Serious questions.
How many launch controls can we do? And I'll tell you why the reason is. So you have 200. Remember, you have 200 in the lifetime of this car, okay? Yes. How many can we do today?
One.
One today?
One.
Okay, let me tell you why I wanted to do 3 today, okay? We need one, like you doing it, so I could film all the stuff, right? We need another one so I could film it from the outside going, and then I want to do a launch control too, but if we got one today, that's fine. I'm more than happy with one. Okay. So we have 30 minutes, and all I care about is just getting this launch control. Okay, I researched how to do it. Now, it's 5:30 in LA Thursday, and it took me an hour and 15 minutes to drive 9 miles, and it's crazy. Do you know any desolate open streets around here that we could find?
At 5:30 in LA.
Yeah.
West Hollywood.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go find a place. We'll come right back. Okay. Okay. So we found the street that we want to go and do this. I think it's going to be good. And I went to set up the GoPro, which I was very excited to use the GoPro for this. And I didn't bring the memory card, and the memory card's sitting on my desk. So that's a rookie mistake that I just made. Okay, Milan, this is how we're going to go. I researched how to do it. When we get to that stop sign, okay?
Yeah.
Quickly, I'm gonna go through the sequence, and you gotta boop, 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 put them in there,
You
okay?
don't have to tell me right now.
Oh, actually, I could. Okay, hold on. I could tell you right now. Okay. First thing is the car has to be in dynamic. Are you in dynamic?
We are in dynamic.
You sure you're in dynamic?
Yes.
Turn off ASR. Push and hold the button for a few seconds until you see a notice come up on the screen in the instrument cluster.
Where is ASR?
Cluster. Right there. Okay, ready? What does it say?
Stabilization control, brake guard off.
Okay, I think ASR is off. Put the shifter in manual sport mode. So, okay, yep. Okay. Manual sport mode. Actually, let's do a little practice, but don't go. Let's just see if it engages. Okay. So then you're going to push the brake down all the way.
Okay.
Floor the accelerator all the way while you're holding the brake, and whatever you do, don't let go of the brake. Okay? It should go to 5,000 and just stay there. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. No, don't go yet. Let's just see if it'll do it. Like, it'll go into that mode, but don't let go of the... You can do it here and see if it does it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There you go. Okay, that's it. So, Milan, to activate the launch control is when you release the brake. Okay? All right, I'm getting excited.
Ready?
Yeah, go. Oh, shit! Whoa! Fuck! Oh, my God.
Do we do it again?
Please, yes, please. Okay, now that you have confidence. Okay, yes, please. That was really fun. Oh, my God. Okay, I'm going to figure out how to film this better. Hold on one second. Hold on.
All right.
So I got my phone on here, and this will have... Back here. Okay, Milan, whenever you're ready, we are ready.
All right. So we're in manual mode. We're pressing the brake. 5,000 RPMs.
Oh my God!
Not bad.
I'm really sweaty and very excited. All right, here we go, Milan.
All right.
Okay. I won't. So we're 2 launch controls down.
Yeah,
We're 100.
That's 1% of all my launch controls used up for this video.
I can't do the math. We have 190 something. 98, right? Okay, here we go. Here we go. I just want to do one. Wow. Whoa. You know the weird thing that feels like? All right, we're about to like.
LA traffic hour.
It feels like the power is primed and it's ready to go. If that makes any sense. Should we go left or right?
Go right.
Yeah,
Like
and you bring. By the way, you bring me here to do the test drive. Look.
Yeah.
You can point. You can point it there. You can show everyone. There you go.
All right.
Okay. All right. This is what I'm trying to say. This is a car review in LA. We can't go more than 20 miles. Look at this. Oh my God. Oh my. This is our review. This is my S6 review.
All right, and that about concludes our time. I gotta go. So
okay, let's go up the street. We'll switch.
I'm teasing.
I just want to go to a street where more than 2 cars can be.
Gonna be tough.
Jeez Louise, this thing's fast. I underestimated this S6. This has just as much power and it feels just as fast as those E63s and all those other ones.
And it's sexier.
Right? Okay, I've done enough pulls. That was a lot of fun, Milan. That was really fun. So let me ask you some questions here, okay?
Sure.
Why did you buy the S6 as opposed to the other 2 or 3 competitors?
I wanted something that was unique. I mean, I don't see many of these on the road, and I like the all-wheel drive. I like the twin turbo V8. It sounds like a beast. It's a good balance of being practical and just a really fun car.
Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I had a lot of fun making this. Guys, keep in mind that this is my first time using Adobe Premiere Pro to edit this, my first time using all the camera gear and all the equipment that I got. Thank you for your patience. If you enjoyed this video, I would greatly appreciate if you could subscribe to the channel, if you could hit the notification, bell, leave a comment. All that stuff helps the algorithm. All that stuff helps the channel grow. The bigger the channel gets, the bigger opportunities that I get, and the more opportunities I get to create content for you guys. Please, guys, let me know if I'm doing something right, if I'm doing something wrong, how you want me to change it. I want this to be content that we make together. So please let me know, and I'll see you on the next one.